Hey everyone, welcome into our latest Traded Black podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales, and today we're covering what could be a defining moment in crypto policy. Vice President JD Vance taking the stage at Bitcoin 2025 in Las Vegas. And oh, was this information interesting. He didn't just talk about Bitcoin, he issued a political challenge to the entire industry. And if you hold any crypto or believe in financial innovation, you'll want to hear this. So what do I mean by that? Let's get into it. Let's jump into his most powerful message. Vance tells Bitcoiners, get involved in politics or politics will get involved with you.
Take the momentum of your political involvement in 2024 and carry it forward to 2026 and beyond. Don't ignore politics because I guarantee you, my friends, politics is not going to ignore this community, not now and not in the future.
So with that, that's not just a rally cry, that's a warning. In Vance's view, the crypto community has real influence now. And what do they do or don't do? After this election cycle, it could shape the future of digital finance in the US. So under the Trump administration, Vance says the US won't just tolerate crypto, it'll lead the global crypto revolution. And with that, let's go to what he said next, because this is big.
And I'm here today to say loud and clear, with President Trump, crypto finally has a champion and an ally in the White House. In our administration, we understand the full potential of the digital assets industry, not just as an investment, not just as a flashy technology, but as a symbol and driver of personal liberty for all our citizens.
So again, that is a bold statement, and it comes with real moves. Executive orders, paused SEC crackdowns, even the idea of a national Bitcoin reserve. This administration isn't just paying lip service, it's laying groundwork, and this is promising for crypto investors. And also, here's something that makes this personal for Vance. He actually holds Bitcoin himself. He's not just legislating it, he believes in it.
As a person who was one of the only people running for office who actually owned Bitcoin, and I still own a fair amount of Bitcoin today, will we lead our nation into a future of financial sovereignty, of innovation, and of prosperity, or will we let unelected bureaucrats and foreign competitors write the rules for us?
So that kind of stake gives Vance a level credibility with the crypto crowd that most politicians don't have. He's walking the walk, not just campaigning on it, and that is a breath of fresh air. Vance made it clear this community played a big role in 2024. He even shouted out the Winklevoss twins for backing the Trump campaign. Remember them?
I want to also thank the Winklevoss brothers, Tyler and Cameron. They weren't quite willing to say, at least not publicly, that they were going to take the big step and support Donald J. Trump. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, I think they were some of the first big names in Silicon Valley to take that step, and a whole host of people followed them. So Cameron and Tyler, thank you for that. People ask me why I tend to be bullish on the future of innovation in this country. Now, I spent enough time in Silicon Valley to recognize the difference between good tech, technology that boosts our productivity, and when it comes to crypto, I think the last several years have made it clear that we're talking about genuine, ground-up innovation, one that's already improving the well-being of tens of millions of our fellow citizens. I believe it's 50 million Americans own Bitcoin, and I believe that's going to be 100 million before too long. But it's not just about Bitcoin and about the value that's been generated, the wealth that's been generated by so many millions of our fellow citizens. Through decentralized finance, crypto has transformed how Americans transact with one another. It's expanded access to banking for many who may not otherwise have had it.
So really, he's not wrong. Institutional adoption is growing globally, and Vance is saying the US can't afford to fall behind in the race for financial innovation. So really, what does this mean for investors and really the market sentiment? It signals a potential shift from regulatory hostility to political partnership. That could open the doors for one, institutional buy-in, also policy-driven market rallies, and real infrastructure growth in the US crypto space. This could be a defining administration for digital assets, assuming policy turns into action. So one thing's for sure, the future looks bright for the crypto industry, especially under this current administration, the Trump administration, because they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk, and they're actually especially investors within the actual industry itself. So with that, what do you think is going to happen to crypto under the Trump administration? What kind of changes could we see? And do you see big growth potential over these next 3 to 4 years under this new administration? Let's keep the conversations going. Love to get your feedback, so leave your comments below. Another thing, I love data, and right now only 20% of our audience is subscribed. So if you can, if you have time, greatly appreciate if you could smash on that bell for all notifications and subscribe to our channel here at the TDR Trade to Black podcast. We'd appreciate it. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. And like I always say, stay open-minded, stay connected, and I'll see you next time on our latest Trade to Black podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales. Thanks again for watching.